Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel Accounting for the Win by Yukta Sharma. And today we're going to learn about impairment. So, whenever you see the term impairment, you should think about an asset whose value is declined. So, that is the general meaning of impairment, declining in value. Whenever I say I'm impairing an asset, I'm reducing the value of that asset in my books. Okay. Now, how do you go about impairment? You have to review carrying amounts. Now, when do you review carrying amounts? Whenever you see any events or changes in circumstances that will indicate that this carrying amount it won't be recoverable. What is the meaning of carrying amount that I'm talking about? Let's say this is a balance sheet and I have an asset called machinery with me. The historical cost of this machinery was 100K. So 100K and the accumulated depreciation, which is a contra asset, that means I'll reduce it from my asset account, was 30K. Now, what is the amount at which this sits in my balance sheet is 70,000, correct? So, carrying amount means the amount at which the asset sits in my balance sheet. It is historical cost minus accumulated depreciation. Okay. Now, step one when you're going for impairment is you have to test for recoverability, whether the asset is eligible for impairment or not. How do you test it? You have to compare the carrying amount to sum of undiscounted future cash flows. Now, our carrying amount was 70,000. The sum of undiscounted future cash flows here is 50,000, which is less than the carrying amount. That means in my balance sheet, this asset sits at 70,000, but in the future, I'll only be able to earn lesser than that. That means it has to be impaired, correct? So whenever the sum of undiscounted future cash flows is less than carrying amount, then you have to impair the asset. Okay. Now, by what amount do you impair the asset? You have For that you have to compare the carrying amount to present value, that is discounted future cash flows. Okay. And now here discounted future cash flows are 45, and my carrying amount was 70,000, and I'm going to reduce my asset by 70 minus 45, that is 25,000. This goes as an impairment loss, and my new carrying value will be 45,000. Sounds simple, but there is a little bit more to this. Let's see. Now, there can be two types of asset held for sale or asset held for use. Now, it is the same example. My old carrying value was 70. My impairment loss, like I calculated in the previous slide, it was 25. And my new carrying value after impairment is 45. Okay, but read this. On 1st January 25, the asset's fair value increased to 50,000. Now they say that the asset has increased back to 50,000. Will I be able to restore the fair value back to 50,000? The answer is yes, I will, because the asset is held for sale. So as per US GAAP, whenever an asset is held for sale, you can increase this back to the new fair value. Okay. And will I have to calculate depreciation on this asset? No, because the asset is held for sale. Whenever you have impaired an asset that is held for sale, you do not depreciate it. On the other hand, when an asset is held for use, the same example, old carrying value is 70, impairment loss is 25, new carrying value is 45. Let's say the fair value has actually increased from 45 to 50. So then will I be able to change this from 45 to 50 in my balance sheet? The answer is no, I can't. I can't change the fair value from 45 to 50 because the asset is held for use. And should I depreciate the asset at the new carrying value, that is 45,000? Yes, I'll have to do that. So that was the concept of impairment. The only difference between asset held for sale and held for use is majorly the subsequent increase in fair value and how you treat it. If it is held for sale, okay, you can increase that value in your balance sheet. But if it is held for use, you cannot under US GAAP. So that was your concept. Thank you for watching this video, and let me know how you liked it. Let me know if you want any more new concepts. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.